Hello viewers, this is Donjuancho, one half of the casting team, Donbot. Today I'm going to be bringing you a very special ZvZ. I'm really excited to cast this because in the bottom left hand corner we have xOscrible, and in the middle right, top right, we have Sigil, the purple Zerg. It's a ZvZ, and the reason I'm excited is that this was posted on All Things Zerg, so that I'd cast/analyze it, and I probably won't be doing too much analysis other than just normal casting, because these are two Masters level players. They both contribute on, I know I've seen xOscrible a lot, and I think Sigil as well, on All Things Zerg subreddit. If you haven't checked it out, you should definitely do so, especially if you're Zerg. They also have, you know, All Things Protoss, All Things Terran on there, but you know, that's it's for some of the lesser races if you want to try that. So yeah, I'm just excited. I want to see how people play ZvZ. I have a very weird strategy for this, so I want to see people that actually know what they're doing and just don't play crazy like me. Looks like Scribble is getting a very early gas. I'm going to be interested to see what he does with that. Very early gas. And notice that they scout each other right away. Sigil decides to throw down the spawning pool at, I believe it was 15. Yeah, it was 15 spawning pool. Looks like Scribble goes down slightly later spawning pool. I believe that was about, later. Yeah, a little bit later spawning pool. Looks like Sigil will be taking a rather fast expansion. This is somewhat standard play for Zerg. It allows you to defend, while at the same time you could also put on a lot of pressure. You could just completely just go crazy with Zerglings off of two bases. So very versatile. Gonna be just really interested to see just what Scribble puts all that gas to use for. I mean, he kind of has a lot right now. 160 is going to start. Oh, decides to start a layer right away. Wow, this is not typically seen, because it just seems like you can. It's tough. I mean, if there's a bunch of Zerglings that ran in right now. Oh, and we have a cancel on that. I guess he wanted to get the queen first. I mean, just imagine if some Zerglings came in. I guess, you know, he's doing good scouting right now. I'm sure that's a huge portion of this for him, is just based on your scouting. And, well, I don't know. I mean, yeah, he does have scouting. I'd like to see if there was an Overlord. If you could get your Overlord to up here is always good, because then you can see if he makes that drone transfer or not, and to see how saturated he is. Just imagine a Ling Baneling bust coming in here. He's not going to have enough. Well, he doesn't have anything right now. I mean, yeah, so not quite sure if he's just getting lucky here or what. I think Sigil could scout a little bit better too. He obviously doesn't need a spine crawler right now. And it looks like a little sloppy. Sigil is going to lose this Overlord, but he knows that there's no expansion, so that... Oh yeah, okay, no, that's a good scout. That's good, because since he knows that there's no expansion, he's assuming that there's going to be a lot of pressure, throwing down some spine crawlers. However, he just now sees that he's actually teching from here. Very unusual play. I should mention that this is also a best of 3 series, and it happens to be the third. They're both tied 1-1 right now. So there could be some metagaming going on right now. Maybe in one of the games, Scribble happened to put some pressure on with an early rush, but and so that's why Scribble is kind of throwing away his resources right now. I mean, obviously he doesn't know what's going on. He sees that there's no expansion, so he thinks there's going to be a big attack. I think he could drone up a lot harder right now, and yeah, so we're just going to see what Scribble decides to go with. Layer tech, it allows you to get your roach speed, and you can get upgrades, but he's not getting upgrades right now. He is getting a Nydus network, Wow, this is gonna be very nice. I wonder if he's just gonna put it in here. Surprisingly, Sigil is actually kind of ready for this, so we're gonna see. These spine crawlers aren't gonna help him very much to defend this type of play, because right now he only has static defense. If he's able to get that in, oh, and he gets it in. Sigil, he has to see this. Yep, he sees it. He's gonna pull everything trying to defend this. Because if one roach pops out, ooh, okay, good defense. I mean, maybe more than one roach would have to pop out, but there's very little that's going on right now. Now, Sigil is in a huge, huge lead. Unless this Nydus Canal pops up. But we just look at the workers. Okay, he could have a little bit more, but he has all this larva. Okay, looks like we're going to have... Oh, wow, with the queens. Oh, I really like this play. So he's going to be able to transfuse these guys for days. Yep, just going to focus fire down. The spine crawlers transfuse. Wow, this is... just walks past here. And it's kind of hard to tell with the colors, but... yeah, this is... looking really good for xOscrible. It was actually just basically able to walk right through, and now he has a Nydus Worm coming in. I'm not sure what's going on. There's just going to be some one-base play going on. It really seems like xOscrible has this basically in the bag. He has two Nydus networks right around here. All that Sigil has is a couple of roaches, or is a couple of spine crawlers getting some roaches. Oh, what is he doing? Offensive spines. Oh, I love this play right now. This is craziness. Okay. Right now, though, Scribble is almost... wow, how did this happen? He's going to be able to hold on to this, actually. Yep, he's going to hold on to this somewhat handily. But our units... Scribbles is all in. He's bringing all of his drones over. This is craziness. Just getting drones. Sends a couple back, so very much... I feel like, you know, I'm sure he's just kind of just wanting to be all in, but I think, you know, if he really wanted to, he could have just pulled back, expanded, been very, very safe after taking this. I think he would have been pretty fine, because if you see inside Sigil's base, he doesn't have much. He has a Hydra Den, and that's in a lair. It'd be a while for him to have any type of army. So right now we have 11 roaches to 4 roaches. We have this expansion about to be taken down. Oh, a little Ling run by. Very nice play. This could do a lot of damage, except he has a Nydus network, so he can just kind of back out and do whatever he wants. So we're going to see. That's actually a really good opportunity just to come down and maybe snipe off these spine crawlers. But then remember, he can always just come back and forth. That's what's nice about having this Nydus network. So very impressive. I really like this style of play. I think that as a Zerg you can just kind of get used to having a certain type of play where you're either just used to going Ling Bane Ling, transition into roaches, but you just think about the units and you don't think about what other strategies you could use or tactics you could use. And that Nydus network, I feel, is just such a solid tactic. Spreads out the army, and it looks like these Banelings are trying to run in, just not going to do any damage here. I think he might have been better just to try to take out that hatchery. So right now, wow, it's almost turning into a somewhat normal game right now, with Sigil in a surprising lead just because he's able to maintain all 27 drones. Has a going Spire too, very interesting. Because he has all his drones, he's going to be able to saturate quite well. However, Scribble does have this Nydus Worm going on right now, so he could put on a little bit more pressure, as the purple Zerg doesn't have that much to stop this. Oh, especially, yep, if he gets in, oh, I think if he got in as these were burrowing down, he could have done a good amount of damage. Decides to pull back. I don't know, maybe he thought those were burrowed already. Maybe they thought they were just almost burrowed. Decides to pull back. Not the worst decision. So, wow, we have a nice little spine crawler wall coming back in here. Still, heavy drone lead going to Sigil. I wonder if Scribble, if Scribble has spotted this spire here. And he has not spotted the spire. He is getting an Evo chamber, but that could just be for upgrades. If he doesn't get some type of anti-air up, Scribble is going to be in some trouble right now, because he only has a couple of queens, and it looks like on our production tab, yep, we have 6 mutalisks, which isn't too terrible coming out. And you know, spore crawlers do build pretty fast, but you can still do a decent amount of damage with just a couple of mutas. So we're going to see, is he going to keep producing mutas, maybe try to take him out with just mutas, or is this just going to be to force him just to think about another dimension of the play? Wow, he's going to be able to take out so many drones if he gets in here before any spore crawlers get up. Still no spore crawlers going down. Where are these 6 mutas grouped up? What are they going to do? What type of damage are they going to be able to inflict? Oh, taking out overlords. I think that he could do that later. I'd really like to see him go for these spores. Oh, takes out that queen so easily. Good micro too, taking out that, or not losing one single muta. He's going to focus down the spore crawler. I'm not sure about this. I guess yeah, that's not bad, taking out the spore crawler. Oh, but he doesn't. Yeah, I think maybe just focus down on some drones would probably be a good technique. Take out, I guess just take out whatever you can. You could probably take out this queen, no problem. Oh, there we go. Ooh. So there are a good amount of spore crawlers up, but just by doing that, it did force a good amount of spores. Really had him not, cancel mining. Plus, just think all the drones that are used for each one of these. That's 4 drones right there that they lost. He could still come in around the side, maybe take out the Nydus network. That could be a good play. Very strong though. I like how he didn't overcommit to it. He's just doing that, basically getting some harassment, getting map control. He could take his 3rd if he wanted to right now, I believe. So it looks like he's going to follow this up. Somewhat standard, going Roach Hydra. I prefer Roach Infestor and then transition into Hydra later, but this is how you make it work. I think he's pretty far ahead right now. Wow, he's actually pretty even. I guess, well, a little surprised he doesn't have a couple more drones. I think it could have been a lot stronger if he made this hatchery as he came out with those 6 mutas, because your average Zerg is not going to think to counterattack right then. If you do counterattack, you could lose all these roaches to the mutas. Plus, it's just an extra layer of micro. And wow, it looks like there is only 1 queen for each of them. A little bit surprising. Normally need at least, oh, there we go, we have the 2 now. But still only 1 for Sigil. And taking the expansion right now, a little surprising. I almost don't see why these mutas don't come out and take it out. I know that he have these infestors coming out, would be able to fungal them, probably chain fungal them almost to death, but there is no hydras, so if he just gets a little bit of a split or sends 1 in at a time, he can probably take out this expansion and these infestors. But I guess maybe, just doesn't feel like doing that. Is sending some lings to every corner of the map, and it looks like he might be scouting this pretty soon here. Nope. Just going to scout straight ahead. Still, does he know? Let's see. Oh yeah, he knows. He has that right there. Yeah, still, still another little strategy that you could use. Just send in a muta, have him attack, just kind of spread them out. Yeah, you can get fungled, but if you spread them out, you really need something. You need some hydras or queens to really put on some pressure here. But it looks like just army supply right now, pretty big lead for Sigil. I feel like he's going to be able to put on some good pressure, but Micro, it can really come down to Micro right here, getting off some good fungals. Oh no, no, don't lose. Oh man, losing those infestors is just such an investment, and losing them is just so tough. And yep, like I said, just having these mutas out here, look, you can just focus fire the infestors, which is such a huge part of the army. Wow, Sigil probably needs to come back here and maybe just burrow, regenerate some health, but it looks like he's not going to do it. And oh, this is just so close. It looks like, yeah, you know, not having anything to shoot up and having these mutas in here, he's going to be able to take out, well, probably going to be able to take out this third right here, at least. But yeah, maybe just a couple more roaches would be very strong, because you know you just need the roaches as that meat shield. So he's sending some more roaches in here. Again, having these mutas is still wailing down on these roaches, not doing a terrible amount of damage, but nothing. There's just nothing that's going to be able to attack these mutas for a long, long time. Again, infestors are good for it, they're good for pinning him down, but you need something to deal somewhat damage right now. I think that Sigil could just be droning up right now. He could saturate his third. Well, actually, you know, based on those timings, just because they were on one base so long, now they're only on the 2 bases, so didn't need to make extra drones, but could take another expansion. Right now, oh, he's going to be moving. Yep, going to be moving these spore crawlers. These spore crawlers are pretty strong too. And once he's going to burrow in. Pretty short burrow time. But he could probably position. Oh, is he going to take that out? Another. Wow, these mutas are just doing such damage. Such great damage for Zerg. Or, well, for the purple Zerg. Look at that, just wailing down on these roaches again, just trying to be a little bit annoying. Still, we're on 1 base to 2 bases. I'd like to see another expansion by Sigil. I feel like that would be pretty safe of him to do. And also could just be even more annoying. Put some mutas in here, see where those spore crawlers came from. Attack these overlords right here. Just always be active, but you know, one thing is to cast a game and to say what you could have done better, and another thing is to actually be in the game. Sigil, you know, could have a little bit better saturation, but hey, still playing quite well. Army supply way ahead for Sigil, way ahead. Yeah, so probably attack pretty soon here. With just that high lead of army supply. There's not much static defense here. Almost surprised that Scribble doesn't maybe move in a couple of these spine crawlers, considering he's not really defending that much. I guess his base has a good amount left. Maybe he's afraid of a Ling run by. I can definitely see that. Get some Lings in here and could take out a lot of his important buildings. So yeah, pretty ballsy right here by xOscrible, taking the gold expansion, and I think, you know, he's kind of going to be in the lead, having they both have the same amount of expansions, but he has so many more drones. Sigil just needs to make some more drones. None of them are mining gas, which is a little odd. Oh, there we go. Scribble is mining gas, because I just feel like the important factor on Zerg, especially for ZvZ, is gas. Just dumping it all into infestors. It's not, really don't think it's bad to get, you know, 18 infestors out. They're just so strong because you can fungal, you can toss out the infested Terran balls, which are just like free units. There we go. Big attack right here going on. I'm not quite sure who's going to take it out. Sigil has the upgrade lead, and he does have a couple more infested Terrans, but I think that it's just going to be too much for xOscrible to hang on to, and he may lead. Oh yeah, definitely looks like he's going to lose this expansion here. I don't want to call it too early, but just looks like, yep, 26 roaches to 10 roaches is not going to be enough. He loses this expansion, a big blow to him, but he does have this somewhat ninja expansion right here with the gold minerals, No drones on it yet, but wow, this is so many roaches coming in here. And as a Zerg, it's just so hard to come back here. There's, not a great counter to roaches. It's just kind of, you get into roach battles very often in this matchup. I do like the transition out, people getting into going Ultra, Infestor Ultra, and you can always, super late game, get Broodlords. But this tends to be a hallmark of the game. One thing I could, just kind of playing the quarterback, yep, Nydus Canal maybe doing something crazy inside of Sigil's base. Like once you have that, thing that is, that thing that you can use for strategy, you should like continue to use it. You should get as much use out of it as you can. Like, just something simple. You build an Evo chamber early to defend against Muta. You should also get upgrades out of it. Just kind of, simple, logical thing. Right now, not quite sure where. I guess he's just kind of hiding his roaches here. I don't know. Maybe just kind of, I don't know, gonna surprise him somehow, somewhere. Oh, there we go. Yep, in the main, pops out. But base race, I just don't like that for xOscrible. But I guess no other option. So I think that Sigil's gonna have this pretty much well in hand. Yeah, he might lose this expansion, but army supply wise, almost double. So wow, Sigil's kind of sitting right now on his army. Could really take this out right here, take this out, and then it's almost a good game at that point. Scribble making some spore crawlers. Interesting play, I guess. Maybe a misclick, maybe just afraid of those. Well, looks like we have that mass spine going down. Sigil just doesn't want to lose what he has already. He's going to decide to take out his opponent's main base, sit on his own main base, getting a spawning pool, getting Roach Warren. Very smart play. Very smart, yeah. Good play. Oh, I didn't notice they had another Spire up there. So yeah, I mean it's kind of cute and all, but I just don't see Scribble any way of coming back from this game. I mean, hardly has any buildings left. So yeah, interesting. Maybe obviously take this out. That way you can have the view. And then you can see like what buildings your opponent still has. But hey, this has been a really entertaining game. I hope you guys have enjoyed listening to it, and hopefully you Zerg players out there have learned something. We're gonna see here. Can xOscrible make this attack work out for him? Got a lot of drones. Maybe he does a drone drill. We could see, but some big fungals could come out. Some fungals. Oh, splits a small chunk. Oh, another big fungal. Gonna prevent that drone drill. Good game, guys. Hey, I would like to see in the other two games as well. Like I said, I really enjoyed casting this. Always fun to see some high-level play, especially something that entertaining. Wow, that Nydus Canal, very, very entertaining to watch. Very interesting play to see. So thank you for submitting that. Signing off, Donjuancho, one half of Team Donbot. Over.